Okay, we just put our second and last coat of primer on. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, the JB Weld is showing up pretty good underneath the primer, and that's not too surprising. But we got a good second coat on there now, and you can really see it back here, unfortunately. But as I said, that's not too surprising. I would be surprised if it didn't do that. So anyway, second coat of primer on there, looking pretty good, I think. So now it's time to let this sit for 45 or so minutes at least, and then come back out here and start shooting it with the red paint I bought. Don't know how it's gonna come out. Just gonna hope for the best. We're gonna shoot the top, at least do the top, and if it looks just horrible, I might just leave it at that. I don't know. I hate the thought of rattle canning a car, but I ought to be able to make it look pretty good. And then maybe eventually, if this works out good, I'll be able to do my tailgate and roll pan. I did this 4 or 5 years ago, so it would need to be wet sanded and brought back, and then maybe it'll. I hope it match up. I really do. That'd be cool. So we'll be back in about an hour. Okay, well, I just put the first coat of paint on here, and it actually matches up pretty good. The GoPro can see that. Remember, this is what I wanted, and I basically stopped painting here. So that's what it looks like now. It is, the new paint, of course, is brighter a little bit, but I think it's a pretty good match. So I've got one can on there, one coat on there. Looks pretty good, and as I said before, you can definitely see the JB Weld, at least in the sunshine. Not too surprising. So I'm gonna put my last can on, one more can on. I do have 3 cans all day, but I'm going to just put one more can on and then basically call it a day here. And we'll fool with this again tomorrow. But it's looking pretty good. It's a pretty good match. Not perfect, but I think I'll be happy with it. I didn't film the first can of paint going on there because, once again, if you don't push the button on the camera, it doesn't film. So it's not a smart camera, I guess. So, or at least I'm not as smart as the camera. Anyway, here we go. Okay, we're done for the day out here. Kind of right in the middle of the Indy 500 out there, and I've got overspray in various places, but oh well. So as I said, I'm right in the middle of the Indy 500, about halfway through. It's pre-recorded, so I can just go in there and pick up where I left off. So we put 2 cans of paint, 2 cans of primer, and 2 cans of paint on this thing, and it's looking pretty good. You can definitely see the JB Weld, but it doesn't stand out too bad. So the new paint is brighter than the truck paint, certainly brighter than the old paint, except in some places this was the best paint, and I just I stopped about halfway down, so really I can't even see a difference there, quite honestly. So I don't know, it's just not too bad. It really isn't. Just have to wait and see what it's going to look like tomorrow after it's sat all night. Looks pretty good. I think it did what I wanted it to. So tomorrow morning, get up, come out here. I'm not working tomorrow. Kind of just be around watching the Coke 600. Might decide to go ahead and shoot these 4 things here. Won't be too bad to do that. Won't be too hard. Also got this little bit of a rust situation here. This had a bed liner on it, and when I took the bed liner off a couple of months ago to put the canopy on, I discovered that's not too bad. To sand that out, primer it, and shoot it, give it a shot with paint, I guess. So yeah, I don't know how it's gonna come out. Kinda hate the thought of rattle canning anything. But what the hell? Like I said before, it costs $40. It's just not worth much. But it's worth something to me. I like having a canopy. So if I do decide to paint tomorrow, maybe I'll hit the tailgate and the roll pan, or maybe not, I don't know. So that's it for now. I'm going to call the day out here. Be back tomorrow.